I'm reviving the career of a failed wonder kid, Joao Felix. Now transferring to Al-Nassr, it seems his career's potential is over. And just imagine saying this when Atletico signed him for 130 million euros at only 19. But after an unsuccessful loan spell at AC Milan, getting barely any game time and even getting bullied by his teammates, I thought it was the perfect time to jump into the 25-26 season and see if we could bring back Joao Felix's potential. And wow, his stats compared to his FIFA 20 potential are not looking good. But no worries, because we have the rest of his career to make him the best player in the world, which means getting him to a 99 overall and winning the Ballon d'Or. But it's not going to be that easy for Mr. Felix, as I have a wheel with some challenges on it. The wheel can help Joao Felix get to the 99 overall and win the Ballon d'Or, but the wheel can also end his career. And here we are for season 1, looking at Joao Felix, 80 overall at 25 years old, and his stats are also very, very bad. The worst being his passing and the best being his dribbling. So because of that, I'm going to put him on the shadow striker development plan to hopefully get him better. The hardest decision in Joao Felix's career that we can make right now is, do we keep him at Chelsea, where he'll barely get any game time, or do we move him on to another club again? Now, if he stays at Chelsea, Chelsea just signed 4 new attacking players, so I don't doubt he'll get any game time. So the best decision might just be giving him a permanent move out of Chelsea for good. We're giving him a solid club where he can become a starter. And now, after putting Joao Felix on the transfer market, we've got 2 offers, one from Aston Villa and the other from Crystal Palace. I actually really like the idea of him going to Aston Villa. We've seen players before like Marcus Rashford, whose careers are kind of crumbling in front of our eyes, went to Aston Villa, had a great run there in the Champions League, and honestly became a much better player. And taking a look at Aston Villa's squad, the only can that they have is Morgan Rogers, who is a good player, but I think Joao Felix will get way better game time and way better focus on him if he goes to Aston Villa. So the decision is made. I'm bringing Joao Felix to Aston Villa so he could finally get some game time, perform better, and reach his prime. And this is what Joao Felix's new team is looking like. They actually have a 77 rated cam, where now Joao Felix will perfectly slide in, because for whatever reason they play Morgan Rogers on the right mid. Honestly, I think this is the best signing that he could have made. Before we do anything and we play Joao Felix's first game for Aston Villa, we have the wheel. But now I'm going to spin this wheel, and like I said, this wheel has some good things for Joao Felix and some bad things for him, so hopefully we get something good. We do not need to start Joao Felix's career revival off bad, and we are getting... oh, no way. We are getting bring a Portuguese prodigy in. Now, what does that mean? Now, this means I can sign any Portuguese player under the age of 25, the same overall or lower. I'm looking at through some of the options that we have here, and Thomas Araujo is a great one. He's a center back and can play right back as well, and he's 78 rated, so he could probably overtake Matty Cash. Now, the best talent here is the 22-year-old Francisco Conceição, right mid. He could play over Morgan Rogers in that right mid spot. Definitely grow in overall past Morgan Rogers and have a really good linking up with Joao Felix. And we are left with Thomas Araujo and Francisco Conceição. Now, like I said when I started looking for these players, our defense is the most lacking area that we have in that Aston Villa team. I'm going with Francisco Conceição. I want him to be passing into Joao Felix whenever he needs. It would be an amazing link-up play. And there we go. The wheel decided to give us something good in our first season. Of course, we had to start off on a good note. So we have Conceição on the right mid position. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season, where hopefully Joao Felix can perform very well and Aston Villa can get far in the Champions League and maybe even win a trophy or 2. That is the end of season 1. Looking at Joao Felix, he's up to an 82 overall now. And looking at his stats, only 2 goals, but 7 assists in 31 games. I think he might have picked up some sort of knock, and that's why he didn't play all the games. Honestly, 82 overall now, that's not the worst thing ever, but let's see how Aston Villa did. Aston Villa finished 3rd in the Premier League. That is honestly really good, above Arsenal and Chelsea, and of course Man United. Honestly, not that bad for Aston Villa. 3rd, 78, tied with Man City. Pretty good in the Premier League. So pretty good run for Aston Villa. We're definitely going to be keeping Joao Felix here. So here we are at the beginning of season 2, and look at Joao Felix. He took the off season and went up 2 overall. Now up to an 84. We have the wheel to spin now to see what will happen in season 2. Not something bad. Please. We are getting... no way. Bang! 1 overall for every goal in a final. That is pretty good if we actually get the chance of being in a final to score a goal, but we will take that for sure. Well, there's not much left to do besides simming season 2 and seeing if Joao Felix can perform better with Aston Villa and maybe win some trophies. Alright guys, at the end of season 2, we have some good news and we have some bad news. Good news is Joao Felix is up to an 86 overall, and his stats are looking really good. 86 pace, 88 dribbling, 84 shooting. On top of that, he scored 17 goals and 9 assists, which is pretty dang good for his second season, bringing his career back to life. Now, the bad news is this, is that Aston Villa finished in 7th place. Not that good, comparing them to last season in 3rd place. As well as that, no FA Cup, and in the Carabao Cup, a very early exit to Wrexham. I don't even know that's possible. And as well as no Champions League, as we get knocked out by the second La Liga team 4-1 to Barcelona. But now I have a decision to make, with Joao Felix going up to an 86 overall, having pretty good stats, but on the other hand, Aston Villa is not doing well, which is not allowing him to score goals goals, which is now allowing him to win trophies. And you know you can't win the Ballon d'Or without winning trophies. And now he's at 27 years old. Time's ticking. So I think the right move is to put him on the transfer list. But before we do that, we have to spin the wheel. Now, spinning the wheel for the third season, what are we going to get? Something good. Come on, stay. One stat to rule them all. Now, what this means is pretty simple. Joao Felix gets a 99 rated stat of anything that he wants. So what that means is pretty much looking at his sprint speed, acceleration, and all the little stats, not the main ones. We can make any of those 99. And I think there's only one option here, and it's definitely going to have to be 99 finishing. So there we go, from 84 finishing to 99. Hopefully that'll let him score some more goals, because we definitely got to get those stats up. But now that we spin the wheel, we have the decision to make. Does Joao Felix leave Aston Villa? I feel like it's the right move, because I don't see Aston Villa getting any better. I don't see any new signings coming in. I see the same team struggling. So with that being said, I'm putting Joao Felix on the transfer list, and hopefully we can get a big clubbing. We need like the Man Cities, the Liverpools, the Real Madrids, Milans. We need those type of offers coming in right now. And that is exactly what we said we wanted. Manchester City is coming in for Joao Felix with $110 million. And now we got an offer from Liverpool and Man City as well. Honestly, at this point, I think we definitely got to go with Liverpool. And the only cam Liverpool have is Szoboszlai, but Joao Felix is higher rated than Szoboszlai, so he'll probably start. And there we go, Joao Felix joining. Liverpool is done. Season 3 of this revival so far. At this Liverpool team, hopefully can win the Premier League, even try to win the Champions League and score more goals. And look at this team Joao Felix has just joined. Oh my God, I really think that this is the team that can win the Premier League, but we need it to happen. At the end of season 3, and look at Joao Felix now to an 88 overall, and looking at his stats, they are looking very, very good. We've seen him being going up in overall, but not really correlating to how well he's been scoring. So 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, no way. 41 goals and 16 assists in 61 games for Joao Felix, now to an 88 overall. If Liverpool won trophies, that could literally be a Ballon d'Or winning season. I mean, 41 goals and 16 assists is insane. He's finished as a top scorer. And on top of that, Liverpool won the league, destroying everybody else, first place. So Joao Felix is a Premier League champion. In the Carabao Cup, Liverpool win 3-3 against Chelsea, who he was gonna join again. Of course, we gotta check the Champions League. And look at this, Liverpool topped the group in the round of 16. Liverpool played Leipzig, close, 3-2 aggregate. In the quarterfinals, Monaco, 4-3, close again. In the semis, 6-5 on aggregate, 5-1 in one game. That must have been an insane comeback. And in the final, Liverpool beat Man City 2-1. And all of this at the age of 27 to 28. Now he has 2 more years left until he reaches that big 30. But I don't think we do anything else here. We spin the wheel and we move on to the 4th season. Alrighty, here we go. Time to spin the wheel. We need to get something good here. There's a lot of bad on this wheel. Can we get something good? Stay on yellow. And we get, oh my God, wow, so close. Golden boot bonus. Now, pretty much what that means, if Joao Felix wins the golden boot this season, then he gets some shooting stats upgrades. And as we saw a few seasons ago, we got the 99 finishing, which is really, really helpful. So some more shooting stat upgrades might really help him out. Now, here we are at the end of season 4, and just look at Joao Felix, man. Up to a 90 overall. It's absolutely insane. But looking at his stats, a little bit of a dip, but still very, very good. The striker is literally not even doing as much. Only 19 goals for the striker. Amazing season for Joao Felix. Okay, off to an amazing start. We are winning the league back-to-back with Liverpool. That's another trophy for Joao Felix. In the Community Shield, we barely scraped through Manchester United to win. And in the Super Cup, we won against Lyon. Again, though, not really that amazing of a trophy. And in the Champions League, yikes. Okay, so we went from first place in the league phase last season to now this season, 22nd, which meant that in the playoffs, no way, we were knocked out by Atletico Madrid, 3-2 on aggregate in the playoffs. We didn't even make it to the round of 16. Now, I almost forgot to check. Did Joao Felix win the Golden Boot? No, he did not. Haaland did. So let's spin the wheel for season 5. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. There's only bad things left on this board. What are we gonna get? No way we get the one good thing. Training camp beast mode. A very good one. That's +3 overall for the season due to an amazing preseason. Now this is really important. If Liverpool can win trophies and Joao Felix can perform with good numbers, he might actually win the Ballon d'Or. With no more talking, let's get straight into season 5. All right, guys, at the end of season 5, we have a 94 rated Joao Felix, only going up 1 after we had that +3 overall. Now 30 years old, and looking at his stats, 34 goals and 14 assists. So that is 49 goal contributions in 67 appearances. Now we got to see how Liverpool did and if they won any trophies. Now, as you guys can tell from the background, we are in the Champions League final. But before we get to that, let's look at if Liverpool won league, FA Cup, or anything like that. In the Premier League, no way. We lose by 1 single point. to Manchester United in the league. Community Shield. Okay, we lost to Nottingham Forest 3-0. Oh my God, we lost to Nottingham Forest 2-1. The Carabao Cup. Okay, we do win that. Okay, all right, fine, I'll take it. So we only have the Carabao Cup in a Champions League final to show for. Guys, I'm telling you right now, we better win this Champions League final, because if we don't, that will be in my book at least, failed season. Let's win the Champions League final. Please, Liverpool, get the dub, and let's go. 4-2. No goals by Joao Felix, but a 4-2 win over Real Madrid in the Champions League final means that we kind of saved this season from going to one Carabao Cup to a Champions League and a Carabao Cup, a second place finish. Good stats for Joao Felix. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we even got a shot at winning the Ballon d'Or here. But we got to spin the wheel before we head into season 6. Okay, I forgot to record, but we got board questions your form. Now, what board questions your form means is the club is going to assign a player around Joao Felix's rating in the same position, so we'll have some competition. That's not that bad, because I don't even think there's a 94 rated cam in the game at this point. And we got to sign the one player who's always been linked to Liverpool, Jude Bellingham, of course. 94 rated, 26 years old, same rating as Joao Felix, and 4 years younger than him. This is a player who actually can compete with Joao Felix and maybe even take his spot, causing some low game time. We'll have to hope that this doesn't happen and Joao Felix cements his spot as Liverpool's number 10. But anyways, let's get into season 6. At the end of season 6, and as you can see, Joao Felix is 97 overall. But more importantly, Jude Bellingham is still 94 overall, which means that Joao Felix got all the game time. And oh my God, he definitely did. 51 goals and 23 assists for Joao Felix. And as you can tell from the background, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Champions League final against PSG. If we win this and we won some other trophies this season, we will 100% win the Ballon d'Or. There's no way we don't. Besides being in the Champions League final, do we win the Premier League? Yes, we do. Wow, almost undefeated. 4 losses and 4 draws, 94 points over Man United's 72. We absolutely destroyed it. Do we win anything else? The FA Cup? Oh my God, yes we do. We are on for a treble. Can we win the treble with Liverpool? And yes, we can. No way. Joao Felix getting 2 late goals that were the deciders to win the Champions League final over PSG. And there it is, 4-2. The treble is complete. Joao Felix, of course, wins the gold boot. And he even made the Premier League team of the season, of course. And he won the Premier League player of the tournament. That is so many personal and club awards for him. But now we gotta spin the wheel. What is it gonna be? Please, something good. Choose your destiny. You're allowed to pick any club in the world to transfer to, no restrictions. I am staying at Liverpool with Joao Felix. This is the club to stay at. Liverpool for season 7. Here we go. Now, the beginning of season 7, of course, we chose to stay at Liverpool. Hopefully, this is the season that we win the Ballon d'Or. We're gonna sim to it, and we get the cutscene. I think we all know who it's gonna be, but we gotta get that cutscene. All right, guys, here we are looking at the Ballon d'Or shortlist. We have Saka, Vini Jr., Joao Felix, and Kylian Mbappe. Of course, Joao Felix is there now, and if he doesn't win the Ballon d'Or, that might be a bigger robbery than 2023 Messi on Haaland, but we'll see what happens. Okay, we got the Ballon d'Or cutscene. Who is it going to be? Yes, it is. It's going to be Joao Felix. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have made Joao Felix the best player in the world, officially reviving his career. Absolutely amazing. We got it done. There it is, the 97 rated Joao Felix is the Ballon d'Or winner, and of course, we got to get him to that 99 overall now, but Ballon d'Or to his name. What else is next for the man? Now all we have left is for Joao Felix to go up 2 more overall, and the challenge will be completed. All right, here we are at the end of season 7. He's now at a 98 overall, and another 74 goal contribution season in 69 appearances. We're missing 1 overall more to make the 99 happen. He already won the Ballon d'Or. That's all he needs. Now looking at Liverpool's season to see if Joao Felix picked up even more trophies. No in the Premier League, as they finished second for, I feel like, the first time in a long time. In the Community Shield, we do beat Manchester United for our first trophy. And as well in the FA Cup, we beat Joao Felix's old club Aston Villa for trophy number 2. And in the Carabao Cup, we win it again. So 2-1 over Newcastle. Unfortunately, we lose in the Super Cup to Juventus, but then in the Champions League, we are in the final again. If we win this, it actually might get Joao Felix to a 99 overall. Can we do back-to-back trebles? 3, 2, 1. We are going to do it. Oh my God, I thought we lost for a second. I took a long second there to realize that we did win, and Joao Felix, of course, had to score in the 2nd minute of the game to win it. 3-2 for Liverpool. That's another treble, back-to-back for Joao Felix. But we are missing one thing. Joao Felix needs to get up to that 99 overall. And all we need now is we have 1 month of June for Joao Felix to go up 1 overall to reach that 99 and complete this video. Now to check that Joao Felix get to the 99 overall to finish the objective. And yes, he did. Of course, there's a 99 overall as Joao Felix at the age of 32. Back-to-back trebles in his last 2 seasons, as well as back-to-back 74 goal contribution seasons. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and watch the video right here. Little Easter egg for whoever stayed at the end of the video, Joao Felix actually ended up winning the Ballon d'Or again, so I think he definitely was the GOAT.